Well, after facing blowback from lawmakers over President Trump's so-called anti-weaponization fund, Acting Attorney General Todd Blanch has formally rescinded the Justice Department's planned $1.8 billion fund. Now, this move, of course, comes after Republican Senators John Cornyn and Thom Tillis pushed for written assurances before moving forward with Blanche's nomination. Now, Blanche also clarified that President Trump's IRS audit protections only apply to the parties in the original settlement and do not cover any future tax filings. Well, Cornyn and Tillis say they have reached an agreement with Blanche, and they will now vote to advance his nomination out of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Lots to break apart as this story develops. Live to CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian. Okay, so how significant are these latest moves that you're reporting on?
Well, it's hugely significant because we just got a statement from Senators Cornyn and Tillis in which not only do they thank the Department of Justice and say that they are pleased with this agreement, but furthermore, they say at the end of their statement, quote, "We look forward to voting to advance his nomination out of the Senate Judiciary Committee soon," referring to Attorney General nominee Todd Blanche. Of course, both senators were holding out for this written agreement and a guarantee that this anti-weaponization fund would not move forward and that this IRS settlement of the president would be limited in scope. And so now that they have those written guarantees from the Attorney General nominee and the Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, Acting Attorney General, they now say that they will move forward with advancing his nomination. Now, that's significant because we know that the Judiciary Committee is meeting tomorrow. They had postponed their meeting from last week to this week, so presumably we expect that when that vote is taken, it now means that the Attorney General nominee Todd Blanche should have enough votes to make it out of committee. Of course, his nomination will still have to advance to the Senate floor, but this will take him one step further to that goal.
Okay, so you're also chasing the headline of domestic abuse allegations against Ohio's Republican Congressman Max Miller. Walk us through the allegations and then not only the response by Miller, but also by many people up there on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is something that has been bubbling for several months now as the congressman from Ohio has been involved in a pretty high profile and high stakes child custody dispute with his ex-wife, Emily Moreno, who happens to be the daughter of Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno. They are both Republicans. They are both allies of the president. And so that's why this has particularly gotten nasty. Now, Moreno, the ex-wife of Congressman Miller, has alleged child abuse and domestic violence has occurred within her relationship with Max Miller, suggesting that he has, for instance, thrown hot water on her, held a gun to her head, and also we know that their 2-year-old daughter earlier this year suffered from a broken collarbone. Max Miller took to X just yesterday denying all of those allegations. He said he was not involved with that incident involving his toddler daughter, that she was not in his care at the time that she suffered this fracture. He also disputed these allegations of holding a gun to his ex-wife's head. He also said, in terms of the hot water incident, that he simply sprayed his ex-wife with water from the kitchen sink, that it was not scalding, but still it raises a lot of questions. Take a listen to what Miller said just yesterday on his live stream.
No criminal charge has ever been filed against me. My former wife is engaging in a pattern of reporting incredible, serious, and destructive allegations with absolutely no evidence. I'm not getting out of this race, and I'm winning in November, and I'll be back in the 120th.
So as you heard there, Miller also noting that he does not intend to drop out of his congressional race. He is running for re-election for a third term in Ohio's 7th congressional district, which is just outside of Cleveland. But his father-in-law, ex-father-in-law, Senator Bernie Moreno, says that he should not be serving in the House of Representatives, that instead he should be seeking psychological help or professional help. He claims that there has been a clear pattern of abuse against his daughter and granddaughter, and and calls Max Miller a danger. Miller, for his part, shot back, saying that this is all political on the part of the senator. Spokesperson, however, for Emily Moreno, Miller's ex-wife, did say that there is a documented trove of evidence that shows a pattern of Miller's reckless behavior, dangerous behavior, they say, and they believe that that is something that will ultimately stand up in court. So again, this dispute continues, but certainly likely to garner more attention as this race advances. I would point out, Reed, that if Miller were to be replaced on the ballot there in Ohio, he'd have to be replaced by this Wednesday. That is the deadline. But again, Miller saying that he is not dropping out.
Wow, so many details to chase. Thank you so much. That's a busy Monday on Capitol Hill. Nicole, good to see you.